If this is your first or second time here, hope you enjoyed the video. If this is your third time here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on when I post. Now today's run is going to be of Legate Lanius in, well, the Oblivion Remaster. Simple run idea, you know, heavy armor, two-handed sword, a little bit of alchemy because he knows how to make healing powder and whatnot. That's about it, right? We're going to be working up toward a full set of Dwemer armor because it has the same color scheme and it's a full face helmet as the armor he wears in New Vegas. Beyond that, that's about the run, right? Yes, it is pretty much an excuse to go through and play this game here. I remember back when it first came out, my brother was, one of my brothers, I have 3 older ones and 3 older sisters. My brother was enamored by how large the game world was and what you could do in it, because he had never played a game like that before. So it was always pretty cool.
From my dreams. Then the stars were right.
Now to get in a little something on the back end here as Uriel Septim prattles on about what he does. This game kind of came out of left field, you know? I didn't hear anything about it until it was pretty much out for like 2 days, and I was like, whoa, okay, where the fuck did that come from?
Don't try anything.
And another little behind the scenes thing here. YouTube is weird with how monetization and shit like that actually does work. You have to hit a certain payment threshold, and while I was monetized and shit back in January, I think, it wasn't until the 21st that they paid me you know, I'm not going to say a huge amount. It wasn't... by the by, I'd be able to buy this video game here and maybe a bag of chips. But I figured, you know, hey, you know, if I've ever seen a sign in my life, it's pretty much getting enough money to afford a video game when that video game comes out, and it's a game I enjoyed when I was a child, so why not, right? Anyway, skip ahead some, head to the ruins right across from the sewer gate you come out of, and you can find an iron two-handed sword here, along with some non-rusted heavy iron armor. Put the sword to use. The combat is okay. It's serviceable. It's a little floaty, in my opinion. Especially since you can walk through your opponents. I don't know if that's going to be fixed later on or what, but you can walk through your opponents. One of the things that I really like about this game, though... Now, this might be a point other people don't like, but what I really like about it is that it's really leaning into a unique art style, right? Timeless games are timeless, not simply because of what they are, but also how they present themselves. Sure, everyone loves, like, what the fuck is the name of that one game here? Wind Waker, Cuphead, Borderlands, and probably find a good list of them all there, but they all have a unique art style that still holds up to this day, really. And I'd like to see more video games do that, because at this point in time, for video games, we're getting diminishing returns, right? Like, what was that game? Resident Evil The Village, whatever. The newest one that came out. Or second newest one that came out.
What did you do that for?
One with the really tall lady, right? Lady Demetrescu, or whatever the fuck her name is. They say that, you know, like, as funny as it is, a single cheek on that woman has more polygons than, like, the entire catalog of PlayStation 1 games. And I would believe it, right? The problem you get nowadays is diminishing returns, right? Red Dead Redemption 2, people were entering photos from that game into photo contests and winning those contests, which is funny. So I'd personally like to see them try to adapt more to a unique style than more photorealistic stuff. While that does have its place in gaming, I think fantasy, post-apocalyptic, role-playing games especially, would benefit from a unique art style to that game. Anyway, back to the actual game. We get an upgrade on a sword here. We switch to an steel claymore that Joffrey gives us. We also get a couple more pieces to our armor. Head to the city, sell some shit off. Buy some steel armor. That's going to kit us out for a little while. That way we can stop wearing these chains on our wrists and whatnot. I gotta say, the armor looks amazing in this game. Character models are also great. It's got that weird, not even weird, the aesthetic of almost ESO with how everything looks. And I'm okay with that. I played some of it back in the day. It was one of the better MMOs I tried, but didn't hook me as actual RPGs do. Here's the upgrade system. It's changed a little bit from the original one. It's like a mix between Skyrim and Oblivion. You sleep, you get to distribute like 12 points to your attributes and whatnot. But like your two-handed skill, your blade skill. Yeah, hi Lucian. Your blade skill goes up the more you use your blade. Your heavy armor skill goes up the more you get hit in heavy armor, right? That's how that works. You can pinpoint some things to toss points into, as you can see by me leveling up again. And I believe I level up like 1 or 2 more times here. But, yeah. It's not bad. It works well. I think it's a good mash of old and new. And if you're wondering why Lucian popped up, that highwayman I killed didn't aggro on me, so technically he was, innocent by the Dark Brotherhood standards, even though he was going to try to rob me and kill me. Now we're heading toward our first Oblivion Gate. I like the subtle changes in the atmosphere and the lighting around it as it gets darker with the red lightning. This game looks really good. Look at that. That's good looking. Now, I'm playing on lowered settings and whatnot because my computer is not the best on the planet anymore. It's like a 2070 Super or some shit. Not the best CPU or anything either, but in dungeons I get 60 frames a second, constant 1080p. My monitor is 1080, 60, so no need to go beyond that, right? And in the open world, I'll only chug a little bit lower than that, like maybe 48, 49 frames, when a new chunk of the world loads in. Beyond that, it's fine. Usually runs at a constant 60, which is surprising. Do have a couple of mods in to remove, like, fog and shit. I don't know why they're so hell-bent on... Like, I get it, they want to, like, obfuscate the actual size of the map by making it look like there's, like, haze and stuff in the distance from how the world works, and... Dude, no one fucking cares. Just stop putting fog in every fucking thing for no goddamn reason. Anyway, we run through this Oblivion Gate. We'll run through a couple of more. I'm not gonna give the full fucking playthrough here because it was like 12 hours or something.
You destroyed the Oblivion
Go back to Martin.
Gate.
Tell him the gate's closed and he needs to come with us because he's the only hope of the Empire or something. Yes. I don't know.
I'll come.
Help! You must help!
We head back to the Priory. The church grounds, the monastery, if you will. And it still does the whole freeze frame thing, which is just, it's great. And you'll see here in a second that there's still some jank left in the old girl here. Apparently this is Unreal Engine 5. Cool. I'm glad they finally updated their fucking system after 20 fucking years.
I'll take the one on the right.
It's just they somehow hard baked in some like Gamebryo jank into this shit, and it's just like that. I don't get that, but fuck it, why not? Fucking Bethesda never changes, man. And I like I said, this shit came out of left field. It was, quite frankly, people have loved it so far. Minor nitpicks here and there. Anyway, back to the actual run. I get a full set of Blades armor because it looks like Imperial style armor. I say Imperial. Well, yeah, I guess technically Roman imperialism was a thing. Anyway, Roman armor, which is, you know, Legion style, what the Legion is inspired by. So we're going with that for now. We level up again.
Listen, I'm going to
we go talk to what's-his-face here, Barnabas, whatever the fuck guy's name is.
You follow him.
The guy's gonna follow him, we gotta follow him, we gotta kill the guy, you know how it is. Talk to him, go do the Mythic Dawn shit in the sewer. And I gotta say, their armor looks really good in this game. They're squishy as fuck, but That changes later. And again, that happens multiple times throughout the entire run, and I just love it. We decipher the books. We go find out where the Mehrunes Dagon shrine is. Hit up a couple of Oblivion gates on the way for the sigil stones. You know, quick and easy way to enchant something. I couldn't get... No, it wasn't... I don't know. One of the houses I couldn't get to work, which was annoying. But they're all here. Frostcrag, the one at the lower end of the map. All of them are here. Even the fucking horse armor's in this game. The beginning of the end on that one. Anyway, come out of the Oblivion Gate, kill a couple of scamps because they didn't know how to go home, I guess. Go to visit the Shrine of Mehrunes Dagon. He wants him to give us our shit. I say no.
What? I must warn.
And then we just
No one.
kill everyone. I do like how their armor, like, disappears in... I don't want to say embers. But you know, like when a house burns, like ash, right? Like a burnt piece of paper tossed into a fire. The ash that comes up off of it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We level up quite a bit here from level 6 to level 9. Which is great. That's one of the weird things about Oblivion's leveling up, well, Oblivion Remastered level up system. You can bank as many levels as you want. You can run through the entire game at level 1 if you want to. Might have to try that at some point. Although I don't know if the game actually registers you as being level 1 after you've leveled up. Like, from level 6 to level 9 there. Fucking words. Like, I don't know if the enemies were tailored to level 6 or the level I was currently at. I don't... Well, level 9. I don't know. We go back to Martin. We talk to him. He gives us more information on what we got to do next. And that's pretty much the whole of this game. If you really wanted to, like, blitz this storyline, you could probably do it in, like, almost about as quick as I run New Vegas, which is like 2.5, 3 hours. Anyway, we gotta go talk to some spies. We break into this house. These people don full armor, so they're the bad guys, obviously. We kill them. I don't like breaking into someone's house and then killing them, you know. Also, they added a dodge mechanic. I think they added it. I'm fairly sure that was never in the game before. You block and you hit space while going in some direction and you'll dodge. I didn't really ever find a fucking use in it because the attacks kind of track you, so... Hit up another Oblivion Gate, grab another Sigil Stone. Always great to have in your back pocket. I also have a bunch of Welkin Stones. Gonna use to train Restoration later. Whilst we're focusing on alchemy, because the Legion knows how to make... well, healing powder and bitter drink and weapon binding ritual and all that. Making healing potions specifically in the early game is very hard to do, especially when your alchemy is so low. You don't actually know what can be used for healing. Anyway, we do what's-her-fuck's storyline to get the star. And this is genuinely the hardest fight in the entire game, right here, with this Afflicted Brethren using this Fire Claymore. And I gotta say, the effects look really fucking good. And I have particle effects turned down because I find that shit annoying and it gives me a headache. But this little subtle effect of it just shedding embers as you swing it instead of being like a full fucking roaring flame, I like that. It's a nice subtle hint to show that it's enchanted. And it's different than what you're using, because I'm using the same fucking sword here. And now I'm using that sword. And in first person view, you do get a little bit of flame licking off of it, but the embers as you swing is always great. We also get an update to our armor right here off of one of the Afflicted Brethren. Some greaves and a cuirass chestplate of Dwarven make, Dwemer make. They are dwarves in lore, but not short, I guess. Although no one really knows, doesn't matter. We get the star, we go back to Martin. I decide to level up. I level up. That's it. Start working toward magic so that my magic can be a little higher. I can heal a little bit more. Like that. Head back to Martin, give him a Zora star so that he can use it to temporarily destroy it to open a portal to a pocket dimension. Anyway, we head into an Oblivion Gate. The enemies are harder now, so Flame Atronachs and full-size Scamps and Flame Atronachs. The Caitiffs start coming out instead of the Curs. Yeah. Anyway, take out these guys, make our way up the tower. Get a new upgrade to our sword, a Dremora Claymore, which is fine. I like the style of it. I like how the cross guard's smaller than, and yet and yet you still have the Ricasso on it, which is neat. I can see a video game where you can actually fucking half swords and shit. That'd be pretty cool. Grab the sigil stone, hop on out. Now they know how to take out Oblivion gates. Cool. We're back. We've completed that quest. Kill a couple of scamps and a clan fear. I hate clan fears. Just, I hate them. They're annoying little triceratops looking fucking things. I go to level up, accidentally contracted vampirism. I didn't want to deal with being a vampire in this game, so I reloaded the game and then went to a shrine and got my stuff fixed. Because I didn't want to be dealing with that shit. By this point in time, I have a full upgrade of Dwemer stuff. They start selling the stuff to merchants at around like level 11 or something. Which we are, you know, level 13 now. So I went around, collected all the pieces I could. So we're fully kitted out for the rest of the run. We could probably grab like one more sword. One or two more swords. We already have a Dwemer Claymore as well with Soul Trap on it. Because we got that from one of the sigil stones. And I like the Soul Trap color here. That's good. No idea how Soul Trap is supposed to work on a skeleton that has a soul chained into it, whose soul we're now talking to, but whatever. Put the Dremora sword to use again. I switch back and forth depending on what I'm doing. I do eventually get to a point to where I enchant the Dremora sword with like 3 points of fire damage on hit. Which, I don't know, one, it makes it look cool, and it's also adding 3 more damage per hit, which is great. Not, you know, a good 10 damage per hit one like some enchantments, but that's fine. We get the armor of Tiber Septum, and I try it on, and it looks pretty fucking cool. Really fucking cool looking armor. I guess all like Imperial dragon armor is based on it. We gotta go get a Great Welkin Stone, which the Welkin Stones are like the little blue light stone thingies that give you back your magic. I like to hoard a bunch of them and then use them all at the same time to continuously train like a school of magic. You know, food for thought there. You don't need to, you can just sell them off. They're fairly expensive. Go back to Martin, he's wearing the armor. Somehow has a full set of armor when we only gave him the chest piece, but you know how that is. Go into the outside of Kvatch? Not Kvatch, outside of... Name of the city is escaping me. We open some Oblivion gates. The giant Oblivion gate opens. We see the weird hell drill thing. No idea what it was actually supposed to be for. Right, like it's not ripping a hole through reality. That's what the Oblivion Gate is. Like maybe to siege the city? Maybe? Although if Mehrunes Dagon comes through, he could just kick a hole in the wall. And a lot of, you get enough Daedra out there and they can probably take out almost any... Anyway, sidetracked. We rip open another portal in reality to a pocket dimension of some guy that did shit for Mehrunes Dagon a long time ago. We go there, we take out Medric here. His sword's a claymore, so I take the claymore and a start because you can make healing potions with that. Which is good. I decide to use an auto clicker to repair my stuff and to crash my game. I crashed my game like 5 or 6 times doing that. So it can't keep up with auto clickers, and they never put a limiter on it either, so it's insane. Anyway, I get ready for my fight here with whatever the fuck Cameron here. go through my potions, figure out what I need, take some, put some poison on my sword, take some restore health potions, take some restore fatigue potions, take some restore magic potions. You know, figure out what I want to do here. That way I can rush in, hotkey a few things, just in case the fight lasts a while. They also have a mechanic where you can use too many potions at one given time. I don't know if that was ever in the original, but definitely in this one. Put the new sword to use here as we attack, you know, Makar Cameron or whatever. How the fuck? Mankar. Makar Cameron here. Yeah, no. I'm not playing on the hardest difficulty. I'm also not playing on the easiest difficulty. I usually just try to play on the average, whatever the fuck difficulty normal people are going to play on. Again, I do this to have fun, not to bash my dick into a brick wall. Kill him, loot literally everything, almost everything. He can keep his shoes. And then I remembered a little secret about his throne. That it paralyzes you when you touch it. That's fun.
After all, this...
Go back to Martin, give him his necklace that shows he's the emperor of all mankind or some shit. Go to the Imperial City. The Elder Council says he's the emperor. Cool. We're just going to run past all of these guys instead of fighting them because there's absolutely zero need to do anything at this point in time. If you've ever played Oblivion before, you know you can just run through the last section of the game. Makar Cameron there, he's technically the final boss. Which is why I was surprised how easy he was compared to just some random fucking vampire in a goddamn cave. Anyway, take some restore fatigue potions so I can just blitz straight through everything here. I mean, it looks amazing. Here's actual asshole. You get a better look at him here in a second. Anyway, yeah, you can... I'm just going to say it now. Yes, you can in fact beat the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remake as Legate Lanius, because this is the end of the game. Talk to Martin for a bit. He realizes the divine essence in the necklace can channel his divinity in his blood, and he can become a conduit of Akatosh so that they can tell the giant red guy to fuck off. And that's about it. There you go. I mean, it looks cool as fuck. Might do another one of these runs at some point in time. Again, this was just kind of an excuse to get this game and run through it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun doing it. I actually had a Fallout run slated for this week. Metro Tunneler run. It's completely done. It's just this game came out and I figured, hey, why not? You know, why not? Quickly do a run of it, edit it up, get it out, and then that delays the Metro Tunneler run until next week, which is fine in my opinion. It gives him more time to, well, work on other shit. And it's getting warmer and stuff out, so I gotta kind of summarize the place here. We get a new set of armor. This is the dragon armor. Figure we just end on a high note here. This is the same style of armor Martin was wearing. It's based off of Talos's actual armor. Keep the helmet. Looks pretty cool. Anyway, again, thanks for watching, if you still are. See you in the next one.